because we were talking about enlarging, and I was like, okay, well, it doesn't, if it's too deep, it doesn't make sense. But if it's 10 feet, then it'll work.
Yeah.
Okay. That was it.
What? So I told you about like the blood that would hurt you, right?
Yes, we heard that. We heard that before you cut.
There are a few other ones that are a lot quicker to go through. It's water dependent, which probably doesn't help you here, but it can't stay out of water for very long. It'll suffocate if it stays out for too long. It's poisonous. A pretty deadly poison. Not as bad as some of the other things you've seen, but still very deadly. And if it does bite onto you, it's very good at like latching onto people, and that's how it, like when it bites you, that's how it puts this poison into you. And quite often it'll drag people down below the water to try and suffocate them, which in your case is not too big of a deal since the water doesn't get too deep here.
Okay.
Good to know.
See you guys next week.
Yep.
I'll see you guys later. See you next week. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah.
Later. How was your first session, Jeff?
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, I always enjoy playing Pathfinder games.
You think you'll be sticking around for a while? Was my GM
I do, yes.
and my group
Yep.
confident enough?
Oh yeah.
I know we got a little
Make
silly,
sure all my
but
shit's ready on fantasy grounds there. Because
What
these characters are get really like. I just have a lot of buffs I can do myself, and I can get stupid.
okay. Yeah. If you want to work on them a little bit, I can, but I do need to open a game up for a couple other people here soon.
No, I'm good for today. Just at some point I'll have to, because I have to do a large person, then next level. It's gonna get even more crazy as I level up.
So in large person, you can literally just drag the spell over and put it under special effects if it's not a spell you're picking up. That one's easy.
Yeah.
Everything else is just coding. To be honest, it's not bad.
But it's just like I have a lot of weird stacking stuff that will be happening in the future with the alchemist.
No, that's perfectly fine. I expect that kind of stuff. Like,
and then because with Beastmorphus, I think level 6 is when it gets really dumb. Because I get to turn into creatures at that point, I believe it is. Just double check that.
That is different.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna, like, the only way I see that working is me giving you control of an NPC.
So I get 2 abilities listed in Beast Shape 1.
That's a little different than...
So I don't actually turn into something, but...
Yeah, that's much more manageable.
Yeah.
Dude, that wizard stuff was crazy. Can't believe I've never heard of that.
Of what?
The freaking wizard spell slot stuff we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, okay, so if you... In the chat there, I put... That sort of preparation requires a mind fresh from rest. Like the first session of the day, this preparation takes at least 15 minutes, and takes longer if wizard prepares one quarter of his spells.
Yeah,
so,
I'm thinking his feet, though, should make that.
See, the feet is different now, right? That's what I was reading in one of the, on Reddit there. But it's also, it's not the same as the cleric one, I don't think. Because the cleric, they can just leave spell slots open to choose any spell you want, or any healing spell or conjuration if you're doing the conjuring style. But for wizard, it's only... For the sounds of it, I don't think you can do it in a dungeon or something like that.
I mean, I would say that He has enough peace and quiet and comfort.
It says that sort of preparation requires a mind fresh from rest, is what it states. Right from the rules that he posted there. Like right from that rule text.
Where does it say that?
So under spell selection and preparation, it's literally the.
Okay, well I can just read that. Okay, no, you're right.
So I mean, it's weird. It's how it's worded is very weird.
No, so I think, like, to me that reads as like you don't have to prepare all your slots, but if you want to have unprepared slots and you want to put them somewhere, then you need to like take like a 10-minute break or something, right?
Well, from what it seems like, it's almost like you need a quiet place. Because apparently you have to achieve the proper mental state, is what it's reading on this.
Yeah, I think you could do it in a dungeon if you felt completely secure, which I would say he could if he has his friends around him.
Yeah.
And I'd specifically say that Ace can because Ace is used to environments like this. She's an Undyne who spent most of her life underwater, so.
Yeah, that makes sense, yes. It just, I've never, first time in, what, 7 years seeing this?
Yeah, right. About the same amount of time for me. But I do think that we did that slightly wrong then. It seems like it should have been. Well, no, we didn't do it wrong because he didn't do it. But I think we still had it right. Like, he needs that 15 minutes of time. That's what they're talking about. And it needs to be time where, they're not in some messed up state. I honestly just assumed that anyways because it says it's like preparing other spells.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that they like reiterate, basically how preparing spells as a wizard works.
Yeah, that just changes a lot of stuff for wizards now. I didn't realize that, and that makes it even more broken.
I mean, let's not pretend balance is something that Pathfinder is actually worried about.
Oh no, I know for a fact it's not. I didn't never realize that I could leave open spell slots.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through the wizard guides, and it's never once mentioned this. That's why I was all concerned. I've read all the big wizard guidebooks. I've read through them, and none of them ever mention you can have open spell slots.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of niche rules in this game, right? This just might not be something people know about.
Yeah. Well, other than that, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today.
And yeah, I'm also, just to make sure my character is being... Next time I don't trust fancy rounds, I have Hero Lab open still.
Yeah.
Just so I'm making sure all my stuff is done correctly.
That's okay, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Well, it's because I can add, like... I know you can do it in the, you can do some of the stuff, but I can add, like, all the conditions properly, and it'll actually calculate, it'll show it on my screen what changes.
Oh, it's just easier to read than fantasy rounds. That's fair.
And then and same with, like, I can add my mutation, and it changes my the hit and all my damages and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because the thing with my fusion only lasts 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was calculated properly on there. I just had to do all the math, and to be honest, I'm not great at math.
No, trust me, I fully get that. I do a lot of math in my job already, and I'm still Always forget shit like that. But I wish there was a way you could almost have like for something like that. I should be able. It should be like a timer almost.
Yeah, I agree.
You mean I might actually? Is there a timer on Discord or something like that we could use?
No. I mean, maybe there is, but I wouldn't know how to set it up. Plus,
Yeah,
it's out of the game, so it's kind of...
Well, just almost even find something like that so my meditation works properly. I'm not going to be... It won't extend longer than it should.
We can just set a duration on the effect you end up using for it, right?
Well, yeah, well, it's because I only have now.
You only have what?
One use of my mutagen per day.
Yeah.
And I only
want
have...
to keep track of how many.
Well, if I use it once, that's it for the day. Mutation.
Okay, so what are we worrying about duration for?
Well, the duration is 30 minutes. And I don't want it to go longer than it's supposed to, because that it improves how well I do, right? I get more damage and stuff like that.
So you would just put a duration of 30 minutes, and it would automatically do that. There isn't any way to remove it if we're not tracking round by round, though. There just isn't a way to do that.
Right, yeah.
More of a abstracted concept that we have to, turns out I have to manually do.
Okay, well, that's, like I said, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Just so it's not unfair to the rest of the party.
Yeah, I know about that stuff. I appreciate it, though.
Yeah, other than that, I think that should be everything for my character.
Okay. Hey, before next session, make sure you cover the rest of the month, okay?
Right.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today. I think your character, I think you